Hello everyone, welcome you all in my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Mohammad Sirajul Faizi, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Lagat Singh College, Muzaffarpur. Today in this video, I am going to explain about Fisher projections. So let us start with the Fisher projections. So you know the projections and you know the Fisher. Fisher is the name. So Fisher projections are related to an imaginary shadow. You know, imaginary, you just imagine it, imaginary shadow that would be produced if a chiral carbon, you know the chiral carbon, and its four bonded groups were placed in a particular orientations. Orientations was also a very important word if you are studying geometrical or stereochemistry between a light source and surface. In Fisher projection, chiral carbon are implied to be at the intersections. Now you know the intersections from the mathematics, how to intersect two lines of a vertical and horizontal line. So we have the two line which is intersect. Now you see here, this is the light source and this is our chiral carbon and this is a optical active compound which contains four different groups. So this is a stereoisomers. When light flash on this molecule, there is a shadow will form. This is shadow. Now you see this atom make this shadow, this atom make this shadow, in the central chiral one this. So if you look at the shadow, there is a cross, you see. So if you put this shadow on your paper, so this is top of the page. It is important to know that where is your top of the page. Now W and Y and X and Z. So this is the vertical with respect to XZ, which is horizontal. So this projection is known as Fisher projections. You can draw this in your notebook. Now you see this is glyceraldehyde. It contains 3 carbon, but out of 3 carbon only 1 carbon have chirality, chiral center. This carbon is not chiral, this carbon is also not chiral. So if you have that molecule, means glyceraldehyde, if you shine light on this molecule, you will get this shadow, and if you draw this molecule on your notebook, you will draw it like that. So this is the vertical, this is the horizontal, vertical, horizontal. Now you see, if you shine light on this molecule, shadow will come like that, and then if you draw in your notebook, you will find here. What is the difference between here and here? Did you find it? This OH groups. Nothing changed. This is the vertical, this is the vertical, nothing changed. But in horizontal positions, you see OH is right side and this OH is left side. So these molecules are enantiomers to each other. So, and this projection is known as Fisher projection. So Fisher projection for the two enantiomers of glyceraldehyde are, you can see here, this is your structure and this is this structure. Now this is also Fisher projection, and enantiomer pairs, where is the two chiral center. This bond you have not to draw, only the chiral bond 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This bond should be drawn in Fisher projections. You can see here this is also enantiomers. So you know that these two chiral center, the four structures possible. Now in compound which have the multi chiral center. So here you can see two chiral center Fisher projections. You can convert into the wedge and dash representation. It's wedge and dash. This is dash, this is wedge. Dark one is wedge. Is always towards you, and this dash is behind you. You can see here D rethros. This is the Fisher projections, and with the Fisher projection you can easily identify where is the D and what is meaning of L with the help of Fisher projections. You see from the bottom or from the up with the last wedge group, if it is in the right side you see D, and if it is left side it is L. You can see these examples also. You can see D glucose and L glucose. So with the help of Fisher projection we can easily demonstrate D and L. You can see also here D fructose and L fructose. Now you see, so this is D. How you know? This is the Fisher projection. Now you also know the cyclizations arrangement occurs in D glucose and forming this cyclic form, and these their structures. And these presentations and this projection is very important, and it is not the Fisher, actually it is Hubbard projections. So if you write the cyclic form of D glucose right like that, then it becomes Hubbard projection. So in Hubbard projections, good thing is that you can see a skeleton of carbon, and this is the oxygens. The carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon, 1 oxygen. So there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because you know oxygens, there is nothing here. So this green one is all the time up. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. It depends on the configuration. This is anomeric, you know that, and this is the hemiacetal. You also know that this carbon is anomeric carbon, and this carbon is also hemiacetal. So this is the Hubbard projections. In Hubbard projections, 4 groups either up or 4 groups it is down. So this hydrogen OH is interconvertible. So what is the hemiacetal and what is the acetal? You know, this carbon contains OR and OH. So general formula of acetal. The carbon which contains OR and OH, we are saying hemiacetal. And if become OR and OR become acetals. How it is prepared? Simply aldehyde or ketone if we have, then it react with alcohol and form hemiacetal. You can see this is the open, and now cyclizations occurs. This is cyclic form and this is cyclic form. So how you convert from open chain to cyclic form? This is cyclic form. So this carbon is actually hemiacetal because this OH and this O and R. So this is cyclic glucose. You can see here. So friend, hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel, share it with your friend, and thanks for watching.